This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're at the PWR gym here in Essex. I'm joined by OD himself, Mr. Ohara Davies. Been a while, Ohara. We haven't done an interview for a while since your fight with McKenna.
Yeah, it's been ages now, isn't it? I've been off the scene for quite a few months, been doing a few things in the background, been in the gym, working on a few things. I'm at the PWR gym. I've added this thing into my training schedule now, so started doing a bit of strength work, and I've been learning over the past few months.
So yeah, last time we did catch up was straight after the fight with McKenna. I think there was some talk of cheeseburgers and Chinese and Indian and the rest of it, which we're accustomed to from you, but fight-wise now, you look like, obviously just seeing you in the gym here, that you're kind of itching and raring to get a fight date.
Yep, 100%. You see, as of now, I'm in great shape now. I had all the burgers and the Chinese and the cheeseburgers and the apple pies and all that stuff. I had it. So I've been back in the gym for quite some time now, working really hard. I've learnt so much, come on so much, and I'm now ready to fight to show the world what I can really do.
Do you know what? One thing I was thinking about not too long ago, I was thinking, I don't think Ohara Davies is ever short of interview requests, but you don't really do a lot of interviews, do you? Is there a reason for that?
You know what, KUGAN? I get interview requests every day on my Instagram, my Twitter, on my Facebook. People phoning me, asking me, but to be honest, it don't really interest me no more. I'm not in this game to do interviews. I'm in this game to fight. And you guys, you've always had the best intention for me. IFL are the best. You know, I've done a few interviews with you where I've said things in the past, and then you've given me a call and you're like, I'm not going to put it up because you said this and it's going to make you look bad. And it's like, because you guys really care about the fighters and you guys are not all about views, I've always got time for you guys, but with these other guys, I don't really know them and they're all about views. And a lot of these interviewers, a lot of them are in the game for the right reason, to get views, but they don't care about making fighters look bad. So, can I swear?
Yes.
I can fuck those guys off. They're all tossers.
I mean, you've spoken about this in the past, and we've spoken about it. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and go that we're not, you know, obviously our channel is run on views, and that's an important aspect, but not to the expense of kind of, do you know what I mean? Like you just said, a boxer to look bad. And I think you've spoken about having that kind of trust with someone that is interviewing you. And you've pointed out in the past there are many people out there that kind of have spun things you've said, have had an agenda against you, and maybe have portrayed an interview in a way that you weren't comfortable with.
Exactly, 100%. I remember I'd done an interview with this guy. What channel was it? Seconds Out, I think. What's that? I forgot the guy's name, but I was with Seconds Out, and it was quite a good interview. I was so respectful, humble. It's when I was humble OD, and I said everything nice, and then he found one thing that I said that makes it sound bad, and he put that on the title, and I saw that and I was like, why? Like, it was a nice interview, but you're trying to make me look bad. Like, why? So I'll never do an interview with those guys again. And like all these other guys, they all follow the same like blueprint pattern, but you know, there's only one IFL, and you guys were first in the scene, and there's only going to be one IFL. You guys are good. Michelle Joy Phelps, she's another good one, a very good one. I've always got time for her, and yeah, I feel like both of you guys run the game, and I always have time for you guys. But all these new guys, nah, man.
All right, well, just for the purpose of this interview, I'll send you over a selection of titles later, and I'll let you pick the one. So I can't get, because listen, we all like a title, but there is a way sometimes of. If there was, I'll give you an example, if an interview was 95% positive, there was one negative remark, if I'm going to go with that one negative remark to kind of overshadow that other 95%, then I'm in the wrong. Do you understand that? Yeah?
Exactly, yeah, of course, 100%.
Okay, so let's talk boxing now. Plenty of fights potentially out for you. So I'm going to chuck some names to you, and you tell me if they figure in your future plans, if they're relevant to you, what you think about them, etc., etc. Yep, you ready? Right, let's go. Let's go to Newcastle. Lewis Ritson.
Oh, that's a fight I'd love. You know, Lewis Ritson he's a great fighter. I've got nothing bad to say about him. I've never met him in person, but I've watched his fights. I've watched him speak. He's a nice guy, humble guy, family man, and he can fight. And he is ranked up there in the governing bodies. He's in the top 10 somewhere. So if that fight came up, would I say no? 100% not. If that fight got offered to me today, I would say 100%. I'll be ready in 6 weeks from now, and I'm trying to get up there in the rankings. I want to become a world champion, even though a lot of people doubt me. and you know, a lot of what's happened in my career has been my fault. The way that I have like portrayed myself, things that I've done, things that I've said. But you live and you learn, and as I've gotten older, I've learned and I've changed, and I'm ready to be the best that I can be. So that Lewis Ritson fight, 100%, hell yeah. After watching him when he fought Miguel Vasquez, I feel like he got exposed, kind of. I feel like he got exposed, and you know, I can capitalize on that.
Okay, we know he's obviously in the biggest fight of his career coming up, Mr. Josh Taylor, who you've already fought against Ramirez. But I mention him because I know it's a fight that you would like again.
That's a fight that I would like again. You know, of course I would like that fight again. You know, going into that camp, I feel like the fight was a bit too early for me. The fact that I fought Dave Matthews in March and then I fought Taylor in like early July. When I fought Dave Matthews, people don't understand. My lifestyle changed so much. It was a massive bill. I got paid okay. First thing I done, I went and got a new Audi A5, driving around, getting girls and speaking to, and I was getting attention now. Like, I've got attention. I'm the man now. And I feel like I needed more time to enjoy that lifestyle, have a bit more time to enjoy the girls and enjoy your new car and enjoy being you, enjoy being known. But I had to get straight back in the gym to get ready for the biggest fight of my boxing career. And sometimes I look back and I was like, I should have taken off a bit more time. I could have focused a lot more in camp. You know, during that camp for that fight, I never sat down and watched him once. We never sat down and watched him once. There was no game plan for the fight. The game plan was I'm going to go in there and I'm going to knock him out. Obviously, we didn't know that he is as good as he was, but still, you cannot overlook anyone. And we overlooked him for the fight. No game plan. He just thought another bum I want to go in there and take out. And certain other things in the training regime that weren't right, that I thought wasn't right at the time. But I thought, mate, I'm getting 6 figures for this fight. Go in there, beat this guy up. But he is a world champion right now, and he deserves it. He's done so well. He's done so great. But you know, I would like to see what I can do when I'm 100%. So then again, it's not. I'm not trying to call him out in a disrespectful way because, mate, I got my ass whooped. I have to admit, I got whooped. But that's a fight that I would love to have again.
Okay, Jack Catterall, another former opponent.
Who's that? Oh, the guy that ain't fought. Mate, I fought him in 2018. Has he fought since? Has he made any noise since? Like, since our fight, they said he won, but he's gone backwards. Like, his boxing career, he's gone backwards since then. I've done bigger things now, and I feel like I'm on a different level to him. You know, since that fight, which it could have gone either way, he's done absolutely nothing. Has he fought since KUGAN? Do you know?
Yeah, well, since your fight with him, yeah, he has fought, but yeah.
Who did he fight? Where did he fight? What country? What show? And who did he fight against? Was it live on the TV? Did it get any airtime? Is anyone talking about him? He's been mandatory for about 5 years now, KUGAN. He's been mandatory for about 5 years. If you're mandatory for about 5 years and he ain't got that shot yet, that world title shot ain't coming to him, KUGAN. He could be mandatory for the next 5 years again. Shouting, I'm number one in the WBO, number one in the WBO. Catterall. No one cares about this guy. He's got no name. He doesn't sell. He's a nobody, really. I want to fight people that have got names, but if that fight come along, will I take it? Yeah, just so I can knock him out this time. I took it easy in the first fight, but you know, next time I won't leave it to the judges.
Okay, let me just chuck in a couple of random ones here. Florian Marku.
Oh, Florian Marku, he fought a good fight in his last fight, but then again, KUGAN, he's got no belt. He's got no belt. I'm trying to become world champion. This guy's got no belt. He's got nothing. He fought Ryan Charlton. He's got no belt. He's not really that highly rated. So that fight, it holds no purpose to get me to a world title. So unless they can offer me 6 figures, which obviously Sam Jones ain't got, you know, Sam Jones ain't got 6 figures. His suits cost him a few £100. I've been seeing him, if that. So he ain't got 6 figures to give me for the fight. So I love Sam Jones, but you know, online over the past few days, I think I'm starting to like Sam Jones less and less now, as the days go by. So he might be blocked.
Okay, well look, we know you're not kind of potentially for you after your golden contract win that there was big fights in the horizon. Which one of those fights? Have I missed anyone out from a potential list of opponents that you were looking to fight over the next sort of 6 months or so?
I fight anyone in the top 10. Anyone in the top 10. They got many good fights, many great fights, and I know that since that last fight, people don't even know that. You know, the night before that last fight, I slept for about 2-3 hours. I went to bed at 12:30. I was up at half past 2, and I beat him easily with no sleep. So imagine I slept. I would have got that. I would have stopped him 100% and got that extra bonus, but it's okay. But I know what I can do on my best day, and in my next fight, I'm going to be 10 times better than I was in my last fight. So I believe that I'm ready for anyone in the world, anyone in the top 10, all the big names. Bring them on. Odie's ready for you guys. I want to test myself and see how far I can go in this game. 29 years old now, so I feel like I'm in my prime now. So yeah, bring them all on, KUGAN.
Okay, I do want to address a tweet that I liked that you put out the other day, where somebody kind of DM'd you, or you saw a message saying they'd seen Ohara driving in a Peugeot, and you kind of gave a good response to that. That's kind of quite real, I felt.
Oh yeah, like it's not about driving a flash car. I feel like in this game it's all about being smart. Boxing is not a rich man's game. Boxing is not this game. It's not a rich man's game, and just because like you might see us fighting on BT Sport and Sky Sports and blah blah blah, it's not about getting paid, going out there buying flashy things and nice watches and nice cars. It's about being smart, saving money, investing money where you can, and stop trying to impress people that don't even know you. Like a lot of these guys don't even know me. If I'm driving a smart car, that's up to me. I can drive whatever car I want. I'm not focusing on trying to be fast. I'm trying to make investments. I'm trying to live good after my boxing career is done. So I'd rather invest that money into a flat than buy like a brand new BMW i8. I remember one time I was living at Mum's house. Took this girl out to the States. I spent 10K in 10 days, KUGAN, and I came back to England. Went to Mum's house because that's where, like obviously back then I was at Mum's house, and then I was online trying to get a new car. I was looking at the BMW i8. It was like 45K. I was gonna buy it, and then my brother come in. He was like, "Mate, why don't you get your own flat and then park your car on your own driveway rather than getting a car, parking it on the main road at Mum's house, and get robbed a few days later?" I thought, fine. So we got the first flat. Then afterwards, it hit me. I was like, "Mate, that car's gonna go down in value. This flat is gonna go up in value, and I get the rental income every month if I can rent it out." So I've got the second flat. Now I'm in the process now of getting the third flat. So, like a status, I mean, a symbol of wealth is not about what you drive, but what you have. How much investments you got? How much Bitcoin you got? How much Dogecoin you got? How much flats do you have? Property. So, a lot of these internet trolls, I'll drive whatever car I want. And I still have an Audi A5 now. If that car broke down right now, I'll get a smart car. And I will drive that smart car around with pride. You want to laugh? I'll show you my house keys.
Fair enough, fair enough. But you did 10 grand in 10 days on a girl.
It's mad. Yeah, I remember. So, KUGAN, that holiday was a bit mad. We went out to New York first, and then out to Miami, and then we had an argument up in Miami. So I booked her a flight back early, and I had another girl up in ATL, Atlanta, Georgia. So I flew her out from there, out to where I was, and I was in Miami. So the first girl I probably spent about 7K on. The next girl I spent about 3K on. So I had 2 girls on that holiday because one of them got on my nerves, so I sent her back home early. And they're both gold diggers, I guess, KUGAN. But a lot of mistakes I've made in my career has been with girls. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've always attracted the wrong kind of girl. But I would feel like I would rather spend 10K when I haven't got that much in the bank and then learn of it on a small scale, rather than have millions one day and waste millions on girls. So people say 10K, yeah. I made a mistake, but I made it on like a very small scale. So now, if I get millions one day, I'm not going to make that same mistake again, because I've seen in the past people got millions and they waste it all. That's when it's like, ouch. But 10K is a lot of money, but it could be worse than it. And that's the girl that keyed my car. Did I ever tell you about the girl that keyed my car?
Yeah, I think you have addressed that situation on IFL before, to be honest.
Yeah, I was at home. I was at Mum's house, and then I woke up. I see all 4 of my car tires popped. She keyed hole into both sides of the car. smashed the wing mirrors, smashed my license plate, bent it in half. The windshield was smashed in half. It cost a lot of money to get the car fixed, KUGAN. That's why I didn't get it painted. I just thought, you know what, I'll just get it wrapped. That's why my car now is in matte black. But if you take off all the matte, it still says Ho underneath the car.
Okay, 29 years old, quite a life you've had, Ohara. All right, well, listen, we'll look forward to kind of hearing a confirmation of your next fight date, when that is. It'd be good to see you back in the ring. And is there anything else you'd like to add before we finish?
I've got quite a life, you've said, but I've got a lot more stories to tell, but I can't fit them all into this short interview we've got here. But I've got much more stories, but we'll leave that for next time, I guess.
Yeah, or maybe we'll leave it till you're retired and you can just give us the full SP on your whole boxing career.
That sounds good.
Ohara, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and like I said, we'll look forward to hearing news of your next fight as soon as we do.
Thank you very much.